morning everyone. Today I am going to take a lecture of operation research, chapter number 1, linear programming problem, and our method is the dual simplex method. We have already seen in this chapter the simplex method, linear method, and the two-phase method. So all these methods is depends on the maximization format, maximization or minimization both. Okay, and in every method, first you find the enter variable, after that the leave variable. Okay, you have already seen in the previous lecture. But in the dual simplex method, first you find the leave variable. Okay, in the simplex beginning and two-phase method, first you find the enter variable. After that, with the help of replacement ratio, you find the leave variable. But dual simplex method, first we find the leave variable. After that, we find the enter variable. Okay, this is the first difference. Second difference is that all these three methods included the solution constant always in the positive form, always in the positive sign. But in the dual simplex method, if your solution constant even in the negative sign or the negative value, so you use the dual simplex method. Sometimes a question given in the simplex method with the help of simplex method, but your question given in the minimization format. Okay, so we have already seen in the previous lecture the simplex method is always used for the maximization form, maximize side. So first you convert into the maximization format with the help of dual simplex method. Okay, so let's start the dual simplex method. The one important point is that in the dual simplex method, first your question given is always in the maximization format. Okay, if your question given in the minimization form, so first we convert into the maximization format. So this is the example of the minimize z. Your question is given in the minimize z is equal to 3x1 plus x2, subject to constraint is x1 plus x2 greater than equal to 1. Second equation is 2x1 plus 3x2 greater than equal to 2, and x1 comma x2 greater than equal to 0. So your question given in minimization format. So first we write here the maximize z. Okay, so maximize z dash, or you write here the minus sign because of minus minimize z, that means you write here the maximize z. So you write here the minus 3x1 minus x2. Got it? Here the solution constant, that means the subjective constraint. The first equation is, first the condition is that if your question given in the maximization format, that means you convert into the maximization form, so your inequality is always in the less than equal to type. Got it? So first you convert this greater than equal to type into the less than equal to type. Okay, so let's start the minus x1 minus x2 less than equal to minus 1. So see here, their solution constant is in negative sign. Okay, second equation is minus 2x1 minus 3x2 less than equal to minus 2. Okay, and here x1 comma x2 greater than equal to 0. Okay, so next one, this is the less than equal to type. So first we convert this inequality in the equal to sign, because this process is for the minimization convert into the maximization form, and after that with the help of dual simplex method, if your question convert into the maximization format or your question given in maximization form, so first you check here all the inequalities less than equal to type. In case your inequality is greater than equal to type, so first you take the minus sign on both the sides, that means multiply by minus 1 on both the sides and convert into the less than equal to type. Okay, after that we write here the slack variable, because of mapping the initial table, this inequality is convert into the equal to sign. Okay, so if this inequality convert into the equal to sign, so your maximize z dash is equal to minus 3x1 or minus x2. Okay, your subjective constraint first equation is minus x1 minus x2 plus s1 is equal to minus 1. Okay, because of the less than equal to type, so we add the slack variable. The second equation is minus 2x1 minus 3x2 plus s2 is equal to minus 2. Got it? And here the x1 comma x2 comma s1 comma s2 greater than equal to 0. Okay, so here in the first equation, if your x1 is equal to x2 is equal to 0, so s1 is equal to what? Minus 1. Okay, next one is the x1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to 0, so s2 is equal to what? Minus 2. Got it? So here we have the initial table, that means you write here the table 1 or initial table as you wish. Okay, so we write here Cj, basic variable, solution constant, x1, x2, s1, s2. Okay, so here in the numerator we write here, in the upper side we write here the constant, and here we write the 0 dot s1 plus 0 dot s2. Okay, so minus 3, minus 1, 0, 0 according to your objective function. Okay, s1, s2, that means we write here 0, 0. So your first equation is minus 1. Sorry, here is the solution constant. Solution constant is also minus 1, and second equation is minus 2. So we write here minus 2. Okay, so equation is minus 1, minus 1, 1, 0. Minus 1, minus 1, 1, 0. Because of here s2, the coefficient of s2 is 0. Okay, second equation is minus 2, minus 3, 0 and 1. Got it? Minus 2, minus 3, 0 and 1. Okay, so next one is we find the zz. So zz, that is here minus 1 into 0 plus minus 2 into 0. So if cj is 0, so all the zz values are 0. Got it? Next one is we find the zz minus cj. So here we write the date sign 0 minus minus 3, that means 3. 0 minus minus 1, that means 1. 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0. Okay, so this process is same with the help of simplex method or Boolean method or the two-phase method. After that, first you find the new variable. Okay, first you find the new variable in the dual simplex method. Okay, so first you see here carefully, your solution constant is in negative sign. Okay, but all these methods we see in the previous lecture, your solution constant always given in the positive sign. Okay, so here first you choose the minimum value. So minimum value is minus 2. Obviously minus 2 is minimum value. So this is your key row. This is your key row, and this variable, that means this is your s2 variable, s2 basic variable. This variable is new. What is the process? Process is you check here the solution constant column and check the minimum value. Okay, your minimum value according to this row, this is your new variable, new basic variable. After that, you find the enter variable because of one variable is new, so another variable is enter. So here we find the maximize and this value, that is zz minus cj divided by the key row, zz minus cj divided by the key row, and always you write in this bracket in the negative sign values, that means negative values. So here 3 divided by minus 2, so we write here 3 divided by minus 2, 1 divided by minus 3. So we write here 1 divided by minus 3. This is the positive value 0. That is the unidentified letter 0 divided by 1. Okay, so we write here this value. That means here we write the minus 1.5 and here minus 0.333. Okay, so in both the values, you choose here the maximum value because of here we write the maximum value. Okay, so maximum value is what? Maximum value is minus 0.33. Got it? So here we write here the maximum. So maximum value is what? Minus 0.33. And according to 0.33, you get this value 0.33 with the help of x2 variable. Got it? So here your x2 variable is enter. So we write here x2 variable is enter. Got it? So in the dual simplex method, first we choose the new variable. After that you find the enter variable, and the process is what? Process is this. You check the solution constant column and choose the lowest value. That means with the help of negative sign. Okay, so lowest value is minus 2. So this is your key row, and this row, according to this row, your variable is new variable, and with the help of maximize, and what is the process for maximize value? Zj minus Cj divided by the key row, and always you choose here the negative value because of here we write the maximization. Okay, so here minus 0.33 is the maximum value in the with this both value minus 1.5 and minus 0.33. So minus 0.33 we get this values according to 1 divided by minus 3. That means this is your x2 variable. So your x2 variable is enter and x2 variable is leave. So with the help of this enter and leave variable we mark the table number 2. So the enter variable is x2 variable is enter and x2 variable is leave. So with the help of this we mark the table number 2. Okay. So your x2 variable is leave. So this is your key row and x2 variable is enter. So this is your key column and minus 3 is your key number. So with the help of this we mark the table number 2. So here the divided by whole the second row is divided by the minus 3. So we get 2 by 3, 2 by 3, 1, 0, minus 1 by 3, and immediately you write here in the upper side and the lower side if any basic variable is included in your solution constant or the basic variable column. So you write here the 0, 0. Okay. With the help of these we find this both the values minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3, 1 and minus 1 by 3. Okay. After that we write here 0 and minus 1 with the help of this coefficient according to your objective function, that is converted objective function maximize z values. Okay. With the help of these we find the z. So here this value is 0. So there is nothing minus 1 into 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 1 into 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 1 into 1 equal to minus 1 minus 1 into 0 equal to 0 and minus 1 into minus 1 by 3 that is 1 by 3. Okay, after that we find the zj minus cj. So here we write the dash minus 2 by 3 minus minus 3. So 7 by 3 minus 1 minus minus 1 that means 0. 0 minus 0 that means 0 and 1 by 3 minus 0 that means 1 by 3. So again you check here in the solution constant every value is in the positive sign, so your iteration is completed. Okay, but if your solution constant is negative sign, that means we have the new iteration or the new level. So here minus 1 by 3, this is the only one negative value, so obviously this is your key row and s1 variable is new. Got it? After that, we map the enter variable. So for finding the enter variable, we write here the maximize. Okay. So this is your z0 and this is your key row. Okay. And always you write here only the minimum value because of we find here the maximize value. So 7 by 3 divided by minus 1 by 3. Got it? 7 by 3, this is your z0 and this is your key column. So 7 by 3 divided by minus 1 by 3, 0 by 0, 0 by 1, this is your positive value and 1 by 3 divided by minus 1 by 3. Okay, so this is the value of the maximize, that means 7 by 3 minus 7 by 3. So this is your minus 7 value and 1 by 3 minus 1, this is your minus 1. Okay, so here the minus 7 and the minus 1. So first you choose here the maximum value. So maximum value is what? Maximum value is minus 1. So here the maximum value is minus 1. So this minus 1 we get according to this value 1 by 3 divided by the minus 1 by 3. So this is your key column. Okay, and this is your key number. Got it? That means this is S2 variable is enter. Got it? In the previous we leave the S2 variable, okay, but in the second table again the S2 variable is enter and S1 variable is leave. So with the help of this we write here S1 leave, so we write here S1 leave and with the help of S2 enter, so we write here the S2 in the place of S1. So S2 the coefficient is 0 and X2 coefficient is minus 1. Okay, this is your key row and this is your key number. So divided by the key number, so minus 1 by 3 divided by minus 1 by 3, 1. Minus 1 by 3 divided by minus 1 by 3, 1. 0 divided by minus 1 by 3, 0. 1 divided by minus 1 by 3, that means minus 3. And minus 1 by 3 divided by minus 1 by 3, that means 1. So immediately write here the 0. Okay, so with the help of these values, 2 by 3, so 2 by 3 into minus 1 by 3, that is minus 2 by 9, minus minus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 3, so plus 1 by 9, and again we write here the minus 1 by 3, so minus 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 3, okay, minus 1 by 9, so here the minus 3 by 9, that means minus 1 by 3, and divided by again the minus 1 by 3, so we write here the 1. Okay, so this is the same value, so we write here 1. Next one is the 1 into minus 1 by 3, that means minus 1 by 3, minus 0 into minus 1 by 3, that means 0. So 1 into minus 1 by 3, that means minus 1 by 3, and divided by the key number, so key number is minus 1 by 3, so we get the value is 1. Got it? Next one is the 0 into minus 1 by 3, that means 0, minus 1 into minus 1 by 3. So minus 1 by 3, and again we write here the minus sign because of 0 into minus 1 by 3 minus 1 into minus 1 by 3. So this is the plus 1 by 3 value, and plus 1 by 3 divided by the key number minus 1 by 3, that means we write here the minus 1. Okay, so this is the table number 3. We write here the ZZ. So this is the 0 value. So minus 1 into 1, minus 1, minus 1 into 1, minus 1, minus 1 into 1, minus 1, minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, and minus 1 into 0, 0. Okay, next one is the ZZ minus CJ. Okay, so this is we write here the dash. Minus 1 minus 3, that means plus 3, so we write here plus 2. Okay, minus 1 minus minus 1, 0. 1 minus 0, 1, and 0 minus 0. Okay, so all the Zj minus Cj greater than equal to 0, but all the solution constant is positive value. That means all the values of solution constant is always greater than equal to 0. Okay, that means here our equation is completed. Okay, so you here the maximize z dash is equal to what? Minus 1. That means minimize minimize z is equal to minus 1. Got it? That means minimize z is equal to 1 with the help of x1 is equal to 0 and x2 is equal to 1. Okay, so you put all these values in your question. So you get the minimize z is equal to 1. That means minimize z is equal to 1, maximize z dash is equal to minus 1, and we consider the minus minimize z is equal to minus 1 because of minimize z. You take the minus sign on both the sides. So this minus minimize z we write here the maximize z dash. Okay, so here minimize z is equal to 1, minus minus is cancelled. So x1 is equal to 0. Here the x1 is not here in the basic variable. So x1 we consider the 0, and x2 the value of solution constant is plus 1. So this is your final answer with the help of dual simplex method. So there is some major difference is what? The major difference is that the simplex method, medium method, and the two-phase method. First we find the enter variable, after that the new variable. But in the dual simplex method, first we find the new variable, after that the enter variable. And the second major difference is that in the dual simplex method, your solution constant is in the negative sign. Okay, but the simplex method, medium method, and the two-phase method, your solution constant always in the positive sign. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.